Denise Hinds' path to Maryville College began on the streets of the Big Apple, with roots that stretch all the way to the Caribbean islands.
Well, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in a very intergenerational household with my grandparents, my younger uncles and aunts, my mother, and my brother. My grandparents came here from Trinidad, West Indies.
A favorite uncle passed on his love for basketball, which has been a big part of Denise's life ever since.
For many, many years into my early adulthood, we would play guys on the basketball courts for money. Most of the guys would be like, "Oh no, we don't want to play against, a girl." We'd end up beating most of the people we played.
The other dominant theme in Denise's young life was the Catholic faith her grandparents brought from Trinidad. Denise was drawn to the women who had given their lives to the church.
I, from a very young age, wanted to become a nun because of some of the close relationships I had with the nuns that I had in elementary school.
When she finished high school, Denise decided it was time for a big change.
First of all, I just knew I needed to get out of Brooklyn. I kind of knew from very early on that I wanted to go away to college.
Denise spent 2 years at a small liberal arts school in the Midwest, where she made friends but experienced racism and struggled to fit in. When an opportunity arose to transfer to Maryville, Denise made the move.
One of the most important people to me at Maryville College was Coach Sharon Brown. We hit it off from day one. I felt that warmth and connection with her immediately on that visit. From that first visit, I knew I was going to go there.
The Scots basketball team became a second home for the new transfer student from New York, and Denise, who stands just 5 feet 2 inches tall, became the team captain.
We traveled together, we practiced every day together, we hung out at night together. It's just one of those experiences where you get to do the thing you really, really love with really great people. They become your family.
Denise majored in recreation. After graduation, through a connection made at the Maryville College Career Center, she spent a year volunteering as a social worker in a small community outside Dallas, Texas. The experience rekindled her desire to serve God and others, and nurtured a seed planted in her heart years before.
Well, I felt the call to become a nun. I guess it started in elementary school with those relationships with those sisters. I never really told many of my friends that that was kind of the direction I was thinking, but it never left me.
When she was 24 years old, Denise took vows and spent the next 13 years with the Sisters of the Good Shepherd, an order of Catholic social workers who operate group homes for children.
I would say, I've had several lives, and being in the convent was one of them, and it was one of the greatest. There were so many things I loved about it, and I was a part of something greater than myself. What caused me to leave the order, I came to the reality that I was lesbian, and I needed to explore that.
Since leaving the convent, Denise has continued her life-changing work with troubled youth, rising to an executive position at Good Shepherd Services in her home city of New York. Her proudest accomplishment is the establishment 19 years ago of the Chelsea Foyer, an amazing program which provides structured, independent living for older teens who might otherwise end up on the street or in trouble with the law.
We're working with people who are struggling to be able to feed their families. They're struggling to keep their families safe from gun violence. We help make communities better so that we have a generation of young people that can be successful in all the ways that we see that they need to be.
At this stage in her life and career, Denise is also a powerful advocate for other people who want to be accepted for who they are.
Creating safe spaces is really, really important because that's what allows people to be their true selves. I'm just a normal old person. I'm living my life, I'm serving my community, I'm raising my child, I'm in a relationship, I have a faith base, just like anybody else, and I am a lesbian.
Today, Denise is engaged with Maryville College through the Alumni Diversity Task Force And not surprisingly, she's as passionate about her alma mater as she is about all of the other causes in her life.
Maryville's in my blood, you know. I hear the school song and I'm like, I just love these words, you know. Noble, grand, and true, you know. People talk about, you know, UT and they bleed orange. Well, I got the orange and garnet in my blood, you know. It's kind of like one of the secret ingredients that's made me who I am, you know. And I'll just be forever grateful.